Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is basically a mid-year review of my planner and my journaling system. A bit of a Techo Kaigi type of thing. Basically, this is the stuff I'm using right now. I'll get right into it. This can't really close, but this is like my journal. My hobonichi journal, so that's why it's been like this. So this is the second year I've been using the hobonichi weeks, and it's going pretty well. This is obviously the 2023 year. I am pretty impressed by how well it's going for me, just because this is the first time I think I've used a planner system for this long, like for basically 2 years in a row. Before this, I was using the bullet journaling method for 1 year, and then I used the planner by the YouTuber Amanda Rachel Lee. But I do keep it pretty simple. And the best thing about the hobonichi weeks is that it's pretty flexible. And then even the end of it, it's actually like the notes section. I use it pretty well for financial budgeting, etc. And I was also using this as a supplement, the A6 supplement, for a few months. I think, yeah, the beginning of April is when I stopped. So it was working well for me at the beginning of the year, this vertical layout, but I ended up dropping it because it wasn't as useful to me as it was at the beginning of the year. So I will not be continuing with this, probably not for next year as well. As it turns out, currently in my life, I do like the horizontal layout, and I don't need a supplement at the moment. For my journaling this year, I was using well, first of all, I was using a different cover at the very beginning of the year. I was using the Anemone by Mina Perhonen, but when Hobonichi releases for the spring, I absolutely fell in love, and so I got this in February and started using it right away. This has been quite, I would say, a success, but a failure at the same time, just because it's so difficult to journal, and now I've completely dropped it and started using the passport size of like the traveler's notebook passport insert, and that's been going really well. And this was going, like, it's very satisfying how this turned out, but at the same time, to journal I would need to, here, let me demonstrate. I would need to like flip this over, and even then it's like very difficult for it to stay straight. So that's why I ended up stopping using it at the beginning of July, just because I felt it took a lot of energy, I guess I could say, to handle this. I felt like I was wrestling with this every time I was trying to journal. So that's why I ended up moving into this. Surprisingly, I ended up moving to this just because I wanted to actually test the Midori paper. And I do like it. I don't think I'll go into the passport size soon. Like after I'm done with this, I think I want the regular one. So my current plan is once Baumkuchen stocks the olive TN, I'm going to buy that and use a regular size which is, it's basically the width of an A6 and then the height of an A5. So here I have these two notebooks. So it'd be, the regular size would be the width of this and then the height of this. So it'd go like this. And so I think that might work for me better because I do think I need a bit more space than what the Passport does offer me, but I have been enjoying this. I bought like my last year order for the hobonichi. I bought the memo pads in the week size, which is, it was the Mother series edition, so like 2 more came in the pack. And I do love the cover and everything, and I've been using this as a fountain pen ink log. So I test out the fountain pens I've been using and the fountain pen inks I've been using. And it's working out pretty well for me. Like every time I ink up a new color in my fountain pen, I basically write in this and test it out. Now I have this one, which is the Makino notebooks in the A6 size and the A5 size. Basically, I have actually 2 A5 sizes because I had a replacement come in because the original one was bent in the cover. I might use that one later too. Basically, this I use for journaling for the subject of plants, I guess, and gardening specifically. Maybe some gardening plans. I haven't really been using this as, I mean, I think this will last years, to be honest. I use it every now and then, so it's not an everyday thing. It's maybe once every couple of weeks or something. But so far this is going well. But yeah, this is not something I'm going to be using in 1 year. This is like a multi-year thing just to keep my notes involving gardening and plants, etc. And then this is my reflections, my plans, etc. for sewing. Recently, at the beginning of the year, I did get into sewing. I haven't been doing it as often as I'd like to, but I think this would come in handy also for the upcoming years. Just if I want to write something or want to plan something for sewing or for making something, this is what this is for. This is also like a multi-year journal planner type thing for that. So I know for the rest of this year, I'm going to be, I'm going to finish this up probably sometime at the beginning of August, and then I'm going to be getting the regular size traveler's notebook, which I'm excited about. I've been using the A6 hobonichi now for like, I think 7 or 8 years. So this is definitely like a different system, but I do like the paper. And so I think for 2024 as well, I'd be using the traveler's notebook. Both of these are going pretty well, so I will be continuing with these. And the same thing for my hobonichi weeks. This has actually been going really well. I haven't been using, I don't know if I'll actually finish the notes section, but I'm like on page 33 or something in the notes section out of like, I think there's 72 pages or something. But this is honestly like, it keeps my life organized, and this is actually going quite well. So I'll be continuing with this for this year, and then I'll get one for next year, hopefully, unless, I mean, the only way I won't get one for next year is if Hobonichi does not come out with a cover I like. I do like this too, just using this whenever I ink a new pen to see what it looks like, and to also keep a log of the different inks I've been using and trying out. That is pretty much it. I have this, which is actually by Traveler's Factory. I've had this for years, but I put this in here for storage. So that's what I currently use that for. I have the pencil boards that I got earlier in the year, and I use these daily, so these are a pretty big success for me. Ultimately, the thing I really gave up was this didn't work out for me. It did at the beginning of the year, which was the A6 supplement, but as I became more familiar with my schedule, I didn't really need it to be in that much detail, and so that's why I dropped it. Just because it was also very hard to keep up with, along with my hobonichi weeks. Like, I've kind of lost enthusiasm when it comes to this, just because it is difficult to journal in. But like, it turned out pretty well. And I think for my refills, like these inserts, I'll be probably finishing, I'm not sure, maybe one per month or one every 2 months. The thing about this is that it's undated, just blank, undated. And I think they do have dot grid ones, I think, and then also graph ones. Kind of like how Hobonichi has it, Ben Midori paper. And I think they do have, I don't know if Traveler's Notebook has dated ones, but I find that I'm actually really liking the undated ones because there's like no pressure for me to do it every single day. I think I will most likely do it every single day, but there just isn't that pressure the way there is with the Hobonichi Techo original. So, and I wasn't sure about like a blank one either, but I find that I like it. I've just had to learn how to write better and write straighter, and I think it is ultimately working for me. I am getting more used to it and getting better at it, and now it just feels like it doesn't bother me, like it goes well. This paper handles stamps a lot better. The Midori does. Like, I have these Chachi Hata ink pads, and they do not work on the Tomoe River paper well. What I mean by that is it usually bleeds through. So I have not really been using it in this, but since I've been using this, it actually works on the Midori paper well. Like, it doesn't bleed through. You can see some ghosting. There's some of the stamps here. The ghosting, but it's like not so bad. Actually, like, it doesn't bother me. So far, so good. The thing about this, though, it is sometimes difficult to open because it's obviously stapled right down in the middle, not stitched. But I did get this. I can, like, technically use this to open. And so that's what it would look like to keep it straight, and I can journal. I think it would work better in the regular size, to be honest. I'll have to see, but this actually does help. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I am excited. I am excited to use the Traveler's Notebook system. And then for journaling, of course. Yeah, and that's it. Thank you for watching.